Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Set, cut. 15 on it. 15 on it. Drop. Check it out. Slip. Grab. On twist. Rock twist. Rock twist. 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 He's coming. Double up. Double up. Go.
Check 13. Check 13.
Check. Hey.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. It's a loss of 4 on that first.
I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That sack by Tremaine Edmonds.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Mike
Brown 80.
Switch. Watch the shit. Hey.
Pass 85.
This is the 3rd-round pick out of FAU, Devin Singletary. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Calais Campbell, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe.
And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 79 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9, from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and
now they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here's Thomas. A big-time return there, 40 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
They're running, man. Switch. Shit. Watch it. Kill. Turn up. Check. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Showing that. Kill. Tight dog. Shit. Go. Hatch it. Back. No. Off. Check.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
I'm scared. 51.
Jackson. Dancing to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
If you rank 1 from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, 1 from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they've got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31 of 32. They better be careful, or they're going to be top 30 in the league. It's complete to Graham. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
On 1st down, Dobbins. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Here we go. Hey. Don't use the mic. Man, keep these traps. Let's go. Jump.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson being chased out left. Steps away to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Flush to his right. He may try and run for Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 21-yard
Tucker's kick is good. Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the 3rd time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses.
It's
and
rare.
excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
at their own 24-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
From the 29, Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. 1st level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Pass 85. Pass 85. Go.
Allen now looks to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Alert. Go.
On 3rd down, Moss. And they pick up the 1st down there with a gain of 4.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there.
Move. 3 down, 3 down. 52's the mic, boys, 52. Hey, let's get this.
Alert.
Hey, 52's the mic. Danny. Mike 52, Mike 52.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Calais Campbell in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
5 wide.
Mike's 59. Let's go. Check 59. Let's go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Allen. And he's going to go down again. Calais Campbell in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Returnable for Thomas. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
That's SOS. SOS.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made by Levi Wallace. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey, watch it.
49, check 49, check 49.
He's crashing.
On 3rd down, Dobbins slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Orbit.
From the 44, Allen. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. A gain there of 21 yards. Brown signed with the Bills in March. Last year he was in Baltimore, 4 seasons in Arizona prior to that, but they're hoping that Brown can add a lot of speed to this offense, which he should. Last year in Baltimore, 715 yards and 5 touchdowns. On 1st down, it's Moss. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They have punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Jackson throwing again. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he'll be out right at the 35. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6.
That's it, baby. We got one.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10.
Throwing on 2nd down. Allen. And Diggs has it. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To the air. Allen. Flushed out right. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Mike.
Hey, let's get that ball, team. Let's get that ball.
Spot.
Alert.
Spot.
Half.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Allen, pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Check 20.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 52. Hey, wahoo!
59. Mike's 59.
Throwing is Allen on third. And he's able to find Diggs. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured...
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Hauschka with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And here he's got Grant. A big play that time for the Ravens. 53 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
You got that. You got that right there. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check, 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 check. Check safety, check safety. Slam, slam. Watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Slam, slam, slam. Bang, 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 bang. Bang, bang. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. He will push his way down to about the 14. Tremaine Edmonds, the Bills' leading tackler as a rookie last year, in on the stop there.
At the Bills' 14-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Edge it. Put it to check, mama. Put it to check, shit. Watch the shit. Hey, watch the shit.
Throwing is Jackson. Forced out to his head. A big loss here as he's taken down.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson throwing on 3rd and long, escaping the pressure right, and that is incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Back now in Buffalo. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4.
Coming after you. Check 4, check 4. Switch.
Stop.
They'll keep it on the ground. Moss. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but if the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Now it's Jackson, and this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now Allen to try again after the pick 6. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Mike spot 9.
On the ball.
Here's Allen. It's complete to Diggs. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Check.
They'll try the left side. It's Moss. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Calais Campbell in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Calais Campbell, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd and long. Allen. And the pressure gets to him again. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check, check.
Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. Going deep for Diggs. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Turnover that just got them the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, then?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
And nothing but daylight ahead. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 83 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
Here we go.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Uses the spin. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Allen now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Alert flag,
On 1st down, Dobbins looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's it, baby.
At the 36-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me something. Give me something. Here we go, here we go.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though.